in Japan as a black person?
Okay. First of all, honestly, it is what it is. Like me being black in Japan.
If we were like a bunch of white dudes walking around, maybe we'll get
Any black person out there who's watching your channel and wants to come here, I don't think there's any reason to worry.
Hey guys, how are you doing? I'm Takashi from Japan. Today I'm going to interview black people in Japan. What's it like being black in Japan? And then I got many.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. I would love to visit Japan one day. Like, one day I would love to, like, travel to Japan, see how the culture is out there. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm an anime dude. Like, I watch anime and stuff like that. I'm into anime. I'm not like a super geek about it, but, I watch anime and I find it to be cool and interesting to watch. You get what I'm saying? So I would also love to just go to Japan one day and just see how the environment is out there, the interactions with the Japanese people, like, you get what I'm saying? And I've always had a curiosity of learning the language, but I don't know, man. Maybe I'll learn it someday, maybe not. I don't know, man. But yeah, man, we gonna see what being black in Japan is all about. You feel me?
Asking black people what's it like living in Japan, something like that. So I decided to make a video this topic. Okay, let's find out today. On my channel, I interview Japanese people and foreigners in Japan. So it's the best channel for anyone who wants to come to Japan without traveling or living. And you can also learn Japanese here. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. And on my Instagram, I show my daily life in Tokyo and information about Japan. So if you haven't followed yet, please follow it too. Okay, let's get started. Okay, thank you for your help. Where from?
I'm from America.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How long have you been in Japan?
This will be my 6th year in Japan.
6 years.
6 years.
Oh,
Wow.
6 years.
6 years.
Oh,
6 years.
long.
Yeah.
Long. Can I ask what you do?
So I teach middle school and high school kids, not conversation English, but like academic English and academic writing and stuff like that.
Okay, okay. So you're from America. So you're black American. What's it like? What's it like living in Japan as a black American?
It's
You have any opinion?
I have many opinions. When I first moved here, I felt like a spectacle. I felt like a lot of people were looking at me. Yeah, I just felt like a lot of people were looking at me. But now that I've lived here for so long, it just feels like where I would live anywhere else, people are just gonna look because they have this notion of black people. So there's always like, oh well, can she do this or can she speak Japanese or stuff like that. So like honestly, it is what it is. Like me being black in Japan wouldn't be any different from me being black in like Europe or China or anything to me personally, because I just think that people are gonna look anyway. They're gonna make assumptions about me anyway. So I mean, you might as well give them a show.
Okay.
That's a cool attitude to have.
Specifically,
Okay.
in Tokyo, young Japanese people, they do, their hair like dread.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Really? I didn't know that. Like young people, like people in Tokyo, they have dreads. Like they twist their hair up into dreads. I didn't know that. I To be honest, I didn't even think Japanese people were even on that type of timing. You feel me? But I've never seen a Japanese person with dreads. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen it.
Yeah, what do you think?
Some people will say like, oh, it's appropriation, and other people will say like, oh no, it's appreciation. I personally don't like it, but I can't make anybody do anything. So I'll just sit and look and mind my business.
Last question, do you speak Japanese?
もちろん。住んでるから。
住んでる。でも住んでる人でも話せない人いっぱいいるじゃないですか。
そうですね。本当に悪いと思うから。
良くないと思う。それは。
良くないから。Anybody, if you live here for longer than 3 years.
She was kind of fluent in how she was speaking it too. Like, you feel me? Like, she didn't really have to think about what she had to say. Like, it just flew. You get what I'm saying? So that's dope. That's dope. I heard Japanese is like one of the hardest languages to learn. It's like, I think it's like one of the top 5 hardest languages to learn. Like, if you're a foreigner, obviously, it's a really difficult language to learn. That's what I've heard. So yeah, man, the fact that she's able to speak it that fluently is dope. It's dope.
That 25-year-old, they're like, I don't know any Japanese, and you live here for like 50 years, and like, I'll never learn. Like, that's stupid. I think that's stupid. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your help. Where from?
I'm from I'm from right outside DC.
How long have you been in Japan?
I've been in Japan since 2016.
2016.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Oh, I am an English teacher. I work with little kids, and I teach them English. But forget all that. I'm a rapper. I'm a recording artist, a singer,
Here
whatever
we
you want to
go.
call it.
Here we
I
go. He just had to promote his, music. He just had to do that. I'm a rapper, I'm an artist, I'm an upcoming artist. I go by Jay the Protagonist. Man, if I was interviewing this dude, I would have been like, yo, bro, you can promote your music on whatever other platform you want. But I'm asking you questions and I'm doing an interview. And you have the nerve to promote your music? Like, come on, man.
Go by Jay the Protagonist. All platforms, Spotify, iTunes, everything like that.
Alright, cool.
To
Just
ask
answer
about
the question.
Japan. As a black person,
Uh-huh.
how do Japanese people see black people? What do you think?
Well, when it comes to stuff like that, my perception. I don't really know how they see me. That's a very good question. No, I've never actually asked a Japanese adult how they see me or something like that, and no one's ever really told me either. So but I do imagine a lot of people when they hear the word foreigner, they might think of a white person. Generally,
Yeah, that's
generally, yeah. Like usually when they're like hiring for a job or something like that, and they want like hire a foreigner, in their mind they want like a white guy. You know what I'm saying? They're not usually not picturing like a black guy or something like that. When they foreign, foreign and a white person, they're like synonymous.
Look at homeboy over here, man. He's just like, yeah, right. Like, like, bruh, you should know. You're Japanese yourself. You should know. Like, you know what I'm saying? He acting all surprised. Like, everything he's telling him, he acting all surprised about it. Like, yo, bro, you're Japanese yourself. You should know. You should definitely know. Like,
You know what I'm saying? They're like interchangeable.
That's true.
Yeah, but like I said, all my friends and like all my homies were like rappers and artists. So usually when we go someplace like together or like in a group, we're performing, right? So we get a lot of love and we get a lot of support. Hip hop is very popular. It's global. You know what I'm saying? So no matter where we go, what we do, we get love. So it's been mostly positive. Like I said, I think if we were like a bunch of white dudes walking around, maybe we'll be treated a little better, but we're not exactly treated bad. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
I see. Like, hip hop in general, it's trending in Japan.
Yeah.
And many, guys, Japanese guys, they listen hip hop and then, they getting know about, black culture,
Right.
like including hip hops,
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a cultural thing. In America, actually, they like black people as a culture.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily like us as a people.
Mm.
But when it comes to embracing us as people, who we actually are, we got a lot of work. It's kind of the same here, but I'd imagine there's not as many black folks here in Japan as there are white folks. We just need a few more of us out here, just to show what our actual culture and our actual way of living is like. But we all people, we all the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really much of a difference. Yeah, everywhere.
Okay. Last question. Do you speak Japanese?
My Japanese is very low. Actually, with my job, we're encouraged to only speak English. Most of the Japanese I learned.
he just had to put that in there.
So when I speak to an adult, I got to be very careful of what I'm saying to make sure it doesn't sound like stupid or silly or cute or something like that.
Okay.
So it's tough.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you
No
so
problem,
much.
man.
Really
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
for having me.
Thank you for your help. Where you from?
I'm from Kenya. I'm also from Kenya.
Nice to meet you.
We got some Africans in here. Okay. All right.
Nice to
Nice to
meet
meet you.
How long have you been in Japan?
Right now 2 months, but I have been here before. In 2020, I was here for like 9 months, and then now I'm back. It's been 2 months.
It's been 2 months.
Mm.
So in total, almost a year.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, I've been here. I think in total, this is my 5th year.
Like, what's it like being African in Japan? Like, what's it like being black in Japan? Do you have any opinion on that, first of all?
It's definitely a bit different for us being black compared to like the white people. But then it's not bad, I'd say. My personal experience, you get a few stares sometimes, but mostly no one cares. So that's good.
I haven't had any negative experiences in terms of my racial identity because, in my opinion, Japanese are very welcoming, and even the stares that you get, it's not malicious. It's people are just curious.
Sure.
Yeah, so if you look at it in that way, because if it's not something you see every day, so when you see someone different, of course you're going to be curious. So it's
Sure.
not something malicious, and people are friendly. There have been so many cases where I've been helped
And so
by
many times.
yes, so many times. I've been helped by strangers, by Japanese, and I think that is something that I'm really grateful for. And the country itself, the systems, they have systems in place to help foreigners. Yeah, so any black person out there who's watching your channel and wants to come here, I don't think there's any reason to worry. Yeah, because Japan is very welcoming, in my opinion.
Nice. Next.
Well, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you right now, when I get the opportunity, I'm going to go to Japan. You feel me? And I'm going to see how it really is out there. I'm not saying that what she's saying is, wrong or anything. She's been there, so she knows from experience. I haven't been there at all, so I don't know what it's like. You get what I'm saying? But then again, everybody has different experiences. You feel me? Now, just because she's had, positive experiences from being around the Japanese culture and all of that, that doesn't mean that when I go there, I'm also gonna have positive experience. I might come across some, Japanese people that are, mean. Like, you get what I'm saying? And just don't mess with me at all. You get what I'm saying? But that's everywhere though. It's not even just Japan, but that's just everywhere, like in the entire world. America, it don't matter what country you go to. You know what I'm saying? You're always gonna come across ignorant and bad people. It's just, that's how life is. So
Next question. When Japanese people refer the word foreigners, it's usually like European or American, like Western people, or maybe Asian, like Chinese or Koreans. When I ask Japanese people about black people or African people, from my perspective, they don't have much like knowledge. They don't have much experience to seeing them. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a good question. But at the same time, I feel like, just as she said, this is not something, or these are not people they see so many of. Because even when you walk through a station, you might see maybe just one other black person apart from you. So if they haven't seen as many black people, they don't know what to expect. And so I'm not so sure, but I'd love to ask a Japanese person what they
You wanna know too?
So we need to differentiate between the blacks also. So
Yeah, true.
yeah, because there's black African and there's black American. This is just
yeah, I was just thinking that too. Like, you got Africans and then you got Black Americans. You get what I'm saying? So, and listen, this is what I've heard. I heard Africans don't mess with the black people from America. That's what I've heard. You know, any African subscribers that may be watching this, or like any African people that may be watching this video, or Black Americans that's watching this video, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I've heard, I heard that there are Africans that don't mess with black people from America. And I don't like to go off of anecdotal experiences, but I will point out one anecdotal experience that I've had personally with an African person. You know what I'm saying? I've experienced a little bit of what can be considered discrimination from, Africans, It's like Africans, the Africans that I've experienced, they always seem to like look down on like me, the black American. They look down on us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're inferior, or like we're beneath them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's as if they don't really respect us. You get what I'm saying? And I mean, I honestly don't know why that is. Now, look, I'm not saying that's all black Africans that think like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the Africans that I've come across, I've experienced that. You get what I'm saying? But come on now, I'm not naive. I'm not stupid. Like, I know not all Africans are like that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because I've also met some great African people too. You know what I'm saying? I've also met some nice, polite Africans. So, you know, but then again, I've also met some Africans that were, you know, mean to me as well. So, you know, it is what it is. It's part of life.
My opinion, my view. I think a lot of Japanese have more experience with Black Americans, and they can sort of identify more with them
Yeah.
because of the media. You know, they consume their movies, the movies, the music
Yep.
from Black American, right? But not Black African. And if you tell them you're from Africa, I think the first thing that comes to their mind is the national parks, the animals,
The parts, true.
the parks, and that's what Africa is best known for. That's what Kenya is.
Not just for Japanese people.
That's not what I think of when I see Africans. Like, when I see Africans, the first thing I think of is not animals and parks. That's not what I think of when I see Africans. Playing with drums. You know what I'm saying? Like, they playing with the drums. Like, you feel me? They beating the drums. They wear like the very colorful, bright, like robes. I don't know what you call them, but they you know what I'm saying? They wear those. The cheetah imprints on their clothing with the big hair nets. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what I think of when I see Africans. Like, you get what I'm saying? I don't think of animals.
The Japanese perception towards Black Africans. We need to put ourselves, our culture, our normal life in, you know, out there, not just the
The
tourist.
tourist side of it.
Yeah,
Actual life.
actual life.
Sure.
Last question, do you speak Japanese?
No. Maybe ask me this question in like 1 year. And the answer will be yes, I speak Japanese.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. First of all, a lot of times I forget what color I am because Japanese people are not outwardly racist, thank God. And so I often forget what color I am.
What was that? What was that? They're not outwardly racist. Thank God. Like, what was that? Like,
In any case, I've had many more positive experiences. In fact, Japanese people give me more positive qualities or more superstar qualities than I have. Like they think I can definitely play basketball, or they think I'm probably a good singer, or they think I'm somehow athletically blessed or something.
Yeah, that's kind of like
Positive stereotype.
yeah, positive stereotype Japanese have towards black people, right?
Yeah, and that's good. The more
black Americans. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're talking about these stereotypes, you have to be specific. We're talking about black Americans. We're not talking about Africans or Jamaicans here. We're not talking about them. We're talking about just specifically black Americans. You know what I'm saying? We have to be specific here. We can't just be generalizing all black people. You know what I'm saying?
you interact with Japanese people and you enter their social circle, the more they treat you like one of them. There are certain social rules that you have to accept. Japanese society is based on a lot of social rules. And even a Japanese person who doesn't behave in the way that is expected, even they will be rejected. I believe there is a saying that a nail that sticks up gets hammered down. So the best thing you can do in Japan is try not to stand out in a bad way. And if you just behave like Japanese people, then you'll be accepted. But not like you're mimicking them, because that's a totally different thing. Accepting the unspoken social rules. So things like taking off your shoes before you go inside, things like wearing a mask if you have a cold, don't talk loudly on the train, for the love of God. I'm the only foreigner who lives in my apartment complex, and I wondered why they accepted me. I remember back when I was signing a contract with a real estate agency, I heard her saying on the phone to the owner,
Oh.
and then I was wondering, Nihonjin poi. Is it me, my face, or what? But then I realized, yeah. Japanese people accept if you behave just like them, but in fact you're a guest in the country, so you should behave better.
Last question. Do you speak Japanese?
少しですね。日本語、
どうやって日本語を学びました？
デートとか、なんか
デート。
デート。
Oh, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for watching so far. How was it? That was interesting.
Wow. So his Japanese wasn't actually that bad, but he just said he only spoke a little bit. But yeah, man. All I'm gonna say is that I would definitely want to go to Japan one day just to, visit. You know what I'm saying? I definitely wouldn't live out there though. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason, if I wanted to live in Japan, the first thing that I would make sure is I have to learn the language. I have to learn it. You get what I'm saying? I have to learn it. You get what I'm saying? I can't live in Japan and not know how to speak Japanese. Like, how does that work? You get what I'm saying? But then again, now that I think about it, there are Spanish people that live in America that don't know how to speak English. They can't speak a lick of English. You get what I'm saying? But they're living just happy, productive lives in America. But they can't speak English at all. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, but I don't know, like, Japan, I feel like, is a little different because it's just nothing but Japanese people there. America has all sorts of races and ethnicities and, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, America is a little bit more complex and, and stuff like that. But Japan is just all Japanese. So it's like, living in a country like that where it's just one specific race of people and they only speak a specific type of language, bro, if you don't know how to speak Japanese and you in Japan, that's tough. You feel me? Now, if you just visiting, then okay, you don't need to know Japanese, especially if you're just visiting there for like a few days. You're not staying there for that long. You get what I'm saying? But if you plan on living there, you're gonna need to learn how to speak the language, bro. It is what it is. You're gonna have to learn how to speak it because I couldn't be living in no country and not knowing how to speak Japanese. I couldn't do that. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, man. That's the end of this video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the reaction video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. You feel me? And I'll see y'all on the next video.